I've been looking for a way out. I can't find my way now. I just need you by my side. Lately, I've been thinking, baby, we could get away and never look back. Nobody bad, nobody bad, no, nobody bad, nobody bad, no. There's no place around me, 'cause we're gone. When you're staring back at me, 'cause we're gone. And you're staring back at me. And you're staring back at me.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Postman 101 workshop organized by the SLIIT FOSS and SLIIT Women in FOSS community. Today we have our Postman student leader with us, Kaveesha Gimhana, who will help you to explore the basics, handling APIs and tips for Postman. Kaveesha, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Shay. So let's start the session. Before start the session, I need some interactive session with you guys. So I'm Kaveesha Gimhana, Postman student leader, Sri Lanka, from Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology. So while I'm doing, I share the links, so you can get the links via the comment section, or our organizing committee will share the links to you, so you can get the links and refer it, right? So today agenda is so simple one. So firstly, we're going through the introduction session, intro to APIs and Postman, and requests and responses, and trying things out, and follow up resources what you can refer in the future, and finally the QA session. Okay, well, Let's go to the session. So, have you guys heard about the what is Postman? So, have you guys heard about the APIs? So, I think the comment section is open to all, right? Is it? Well, okay. So I hope you guys heard about the APIs and what is Postman. So in this session, I'm planning to get more about what is Postman, what is APIs, and what we can do using APIs, what we can do using Postman. So let's further. So I will explain the APIs through the simple example, right? So here's you can see the person and a waiter, and there's a chef, right? So this is a digital restaurant that I'm going to explain you about, right? So when you go to the restaurant, what you guys gonna do? uh, Listen to songs, reading books, where playing cricket. Okay, why you guys going to the restaurant? From my side, I'm going to eat something and drink something, right? So in this example, this person, assume this is you. You go into the restaurant, you need something to eat. So what you going to do? Are you going to the kitchen and asking something to eat? No, right? So we are going to the restaurant. So we uh, uh, calling to the waiter, and then waiter give you the menu card. You can see the what are the foods available you to eat, right? So then you select the food, and you tell to the waiter, and waiter will note down it. Let's assume you need chicken kottu and fried rice, right? Chicken kottu and fried rice. Waiter will note down it on their short notebook, and he will go to the kitchen and uh, give those items to the chef to make, and chef will uh, make your meal and give it to the uh, waiter, and waiter will serve you that kottu and fried rice, right? So in here you can see whose the API is here in the technical term. So who's the API in this scenario? I hope you guys can comment on the comment section, right? Mm, are there any visible chat to comment? So okay, well, okay, let's go. So in this scenario, the waiter is the API. So let's get the simple client server architecture. So in real world, you are working with. So you need to buy something from eBay. Okay, so you go to the eBay website and check out, and these are the process are you doing. So you get the product details. So you request in the let's assume you will search the necklace, right? You search the necklace in the eBay website. So you hit enter, and what you are requesting is going through the API, and API will notify to the server, and server find the necklace products, and it again it's response you to through the API. So then you can see the necklace products through the website. So this is the simple basic understanding and a simple example about the API. Let's go. So this is a what What's an API in theoretical terms, and why should I use on, right? So where so application APIs denote the application programming interface API. It's not API, right? It's not API. It's API. The application programming interface. So I hope you get the now you get the clear understanding what is an API with the example, right? So APIs allow services to communicate with each other, right? So the as in the example, the uh, waiter communicate with you, and waiter communicate with the chef. So the APIs allows to services to communicate with each other. So and there's something I have to tell you. So without APIs, there's nothing, right? So day to day life, we are using APIs. So you are putting a WhatsApp status, when you are putting Instagram stories. So in every scenario, using APIs, right? So software has become more complex and collaborative over the years. Uh, between let's get the between 10 years, the technology has more advanced than previous, right? So developers no longer need to create every services from scratch. Okay, so you can use the public APIs. So in for the slides, few slides, I will notice you the what are the public APIs, right? So let's go. So APIs allows developers to access data from a service like Google or Twitter without any knowledge of how the code base has been implemented. Have you used to sign in and the site via the Google and via the Facebook? Have you guys tried? Nope. You can put it in on the chat. Have you guys used the Google or Facebook button to log into the site? So let's get the example. When you sign into the Instagram, you can sign in through username password, or else you can use Facebook sign in, right? So those are the APIs that the companies and main services that provide to you. Okay, this is the in this scenario, it's mentioned the that what I mentioned earlier. So let's come to the bit technical example, right? So have you guys used the Instagram? Have you guys using the Instagram? Any social media? Okay, well, yes, yes, from Sheikha. Okay, yes. Have you guys tried? Bhagya also. Okay. Have you guys tried putting stories via the Instagram? Of course, you need to try it out, right? Uh, the main feature in Instagram is stories and posts. So this is a bit technical example. So when you are going to put in the story, you capture the photo, and the Instagram work with your mobile phone through the inbuilt APIs application, and the mobile phone firmware, and you'll capture the photo, and you add some text or something, location, or maybe can it's a time, and you can hit enter. So when you hit enter, it's going to the Instagram servers, and servers will share to others, right? Will share to others, then others can see your story, what you shared it on, right? Okay, this is a bit technical example. So in this every scenario working with the APIs. In this particular scenario, it's using APIs. This scenario using APIs, and this scenario using APIs, and this also, right? Okay, let's go. So this is open APIs that you can use in real world, right? This is a few APIs in I mentioned here. And if you go into the Google and search the open APIs, there are so many APIs that you can use. And Spotify, Facebook, Google, Twitter, and YouTube, and so many. I'll show you guys. Okay, let's go to. Okay, when you try this thing in front of the URL, use developer dot, and you can go to the developer docs of that company. So this is the Spotify developer docs. So in here you can see under the docs there's a web API. So hit it on. So these are the brief explanation about the what are they are using the APIs, uh, what APIs they are providing to you can use. So I'm requesting you guys to go to the sites, and not only for Spotify, go to the Google developer.google, and developer Facebook, and you can refer the every APIs that they provided you, right? So these are the methods that they used, and that they're using. And here's the Spotify URIs and IDs. So using these things, you can implement the Spotify into your personal application, or what you're gonna build in, what you're gonna build in. Uh, yeah. Okay. Let's go to the slides. Okay. There are open APIs. Uh, when if you need to implement the weather into your app, you can use the Open Weather Map or Weather API. So Open Weather. These are all the things are the open APIs that you can use. Uh, have you guys saw the Corona APIs that Sri Lanka government provided? Okay, here's the health promotion bureau provide the API documentation of the Corona statistics. With you can get the statistic via using these endpoints. Okay. Uh, we can curl this, or else we can use Postman and write it out. Okay, I make some request. Okay, there I can receive the success response. This is updated time that they provided. Local new cases, total cases, and you can use. Before that, check the which method they are using to get the data. They guys using get. So in further slides, I will explain the what is the methods, right? Okay, this is a simple example. Keep it in mind. Okay, well, let's go slides. So, have you guys using Lego bricks? Lego to build some buildings and then cars. Have you guys tried? I hope you guys tried. So APIs are like most like the Lego brick, right? Using so many Lego bricks, we can build end product. Like it's maybe can a car, it's maybe can a building, it's maybe can uh, it's maybe can building, it's maybe can doll. Okay, so using simple APIs we can make our product it's a perfectly right, because using those simple things uh, I mentioned, we can get the end product, the perfect end product. In technical world, we are using the simple APIs, and we can make the fulfill end product at the end of the day. Okay, this is a simple example. Mentioned the Lego bricks. Okay, let's go. So then that's the those are the API literacy theoretical things and examples. So then we can turn on the what is a Postman, right? So Postman is a collaborative API document platform that simplifies creating, using, and testing APIs with a UI. So have you guys tried the curl command, curl to get the data or post the data or update the data? Uh, yes or no? Okay, well, maybe you can yes or no. Okay, well, this curl is so similar to the API call, API request, API calls. So in lately, the Postman provided the GUI to test the data, right? Test the APIs and create the APIs and make the API documentations, right? So in recently, more than 500,000 organizations and 30 million developers are using Postman because it's so easy, and it will productive your day-to-day works, right? So these are the companies using Postman. I hope you guys very well known about these companies. Okay, so here's the curl command and postman, right? So I previously mentioned the curl. So let's try it out with the curl command, right? Okay, this is my terminal. So I'm gonna curl the google.com. Curl minus v get https secure protocol google.com. See what I get. Okay, there are handshakes. You can see. Hope you guys know the networking part, uh, but no need the networking to the postman. So see what you get: successfully set certificates, verify locations. So these are the response that what I got. So let's call this endpoint via the Google, via the postman. So it's a get. Okay, this is unreadable, right? So you hit the preview, you can see the Google here. Okay, well, these are same thing. The curl is so manual thing. In we are coming to the postman. It's so easy to use. You enter your endpoint here and put the method and hit send, and you can see the raw text, or much prettier text or preview, right? Okay, so let's close the. Okay, let's back into the slides. So here you can. I hope you got the understanding about what is curl and postman and what is very very easy, right? Okay, let's go. So requests and responses. So have you guys heard about the requests and responses? If you guys using APIs, you guys working with the APIs, uh, of course you guys need to know about requests and responses. Have you guys? Okay, well, whether yes or no, but in a few slides you will get know the and perfect get the perfect understanding about requests and responses. Okay. Uh, this example I previously mentioned earlier, right? So this is a client server architecture. So uh, when you go into the eBay or something site and you request the necklace products and you hit send its request through the network. Of course you guys need internet, right? So through the internet it's request going to the eBay servers, right? It's this is all the APIs host in this server, right? So and server get the request, that user requesting some necklace products. Okay, I will arrange the necklace products, and its response the response you with the necklace products. This is the simple request and response things, right? uh, this is so close to the Newton's third law, right? Action has a reaction. If there are requests, you need to have a response, right? Okay, let's see how to make in a request, right? How we interact with API. In we need these three ingredients to make a request. So I mentioned the method, right? So I will show you the method and addresses and endpoint maybe can URL google.com or spotify.com, maybe can any URL, right? uh, and path, which path we need to get, which path we need to go to get the responses. So these three ingredients need to make a request. Okay, in here you can see the Postman GUI thing, right? Uh, this thing, right? So in click on here, you can see the so many methods, right? In here, these are this shows you the methods, right? There are get, post, put or patch, and delete. So why we guys using get? I use get to call for the google.com because I need to retrieve some response from them. Need to see the google.com preview. So why I call the get for retrieve the informations from the google.com. And the post, let's get the CRUD, right? I hope you guys know the CRUD. What is CRUD? Create, retrieve, update, and delete. Okay, so in get is the retrieve the information. Pause, you send the informations or create the informations, and put or patch, you update the informations, and delete the information, right? In here, this is the endpoint, right? The HTTPS denote the protocol, right? If maybe can HTTP 80 port, HTTPS 443 port, right? So we need to mention the protocol and the host. Host means uh, where you cite uh, serves host, right? uh, these are www.google.com. So this is the path you need to search. You have to give the path, search. Then he'll understand that this guy need to search something, so I need to navigate to this path, so search. Or that's this guy need to get images, so I have to navigate through the image path. So there are so many paths in Google, right? So if you need to search, the Google server navigate through the search path. And if you need to get retrieve the images, the Google navigate through the images. And you need to videos, it's navigate through videos, right? So this is the path, right? The protocol, the scheme of the request, and address of the server, and destination where request can be heard and executed is the path. Okay, let's go. So specifying the detail, build in your requests. So in here, uh, have you guys heard about the parameters, path parameters, query parameters? Well, I will show you in the hands-on session, right? So building a request, there are authorization, so headers and body, and parameters. Maybe can it's a path parameter or query parameters, or both. uh, and the authorization, the some servers need the accesses, so it's maybe can bear a token, it's maybe can username and password. So we have to mention the authorization things through the authorization thing. So authorization, so seems like a security thing. In headers and body, the headers use the content type, or header sends the so many data types, and I'll show you in the hands-on session. And body is the which data you send when you get the creating the user. You have to uh, send the user data, which user data. So you make the JSON format data or XML formatted data and hit send. So those are the data we are mentioned putting in the body, right? So I'll show you. So in the request body, the data payloads, uh, it's maybe can request a method depost or put or delete or something I mentioned earlier. And there are data type, I mentioned the JSON or formatted data or XML data or GraphQL query, uh, plain text, right? Okay, in here body, you can see the form data, right? And your encoded data and raw data. In here raw data, and you can see JSON type, XML, HTML, JavaScript, right? So I hit JSON. So I can add the JSON data name like this. Okay, well, in the hands-on session, you will get the perfect understanding, but keep these theoretical things on your mind. It will help you for your uh, hands-on session, right? So this is the simple JSON formatted data. So I showed you earlier. So have you guys heard about JSON, XML, GraphQL queries earlier? Yes or no? Yes or no? Well. Yes or no? Uh, you you will get the understand about JSON data types, right? So this is the simple JSON formatted data. Okay. So when you are receiving the responses, maybe the responses maybe can success response, maybe can create a response, or maybe can uh, server error response, or for not not found. Those are things, and you will retrieve the header response header and body data, right? So in the hands-on session, you'll see the those are things I will show you. uh, uh, have you guys heard about the status codes: 200, 201, 503, 400, 404. When internet is disconnected, when you're trying to go to the site and you retrieve the 404, right? It's a status codes, right? I'll show you. Let's go. So let's go to the hands-on session, right? 404. What is not found, Nisal? I can share these comments in the screen. I don't know. I hope the organizing committee will share these comments in screen. Okay. In our organizing committee, we'll share the collection URL with you, and please, organization committee member, please make sure. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Let's go to the collection. So I hope you guys see this collection, and I hope you guys are the open source contributors, right? Have you guys used the GitHub, GitLab version control systems? Any Bitbucket, something? Have you guys contributed to the public repositories, public organizations? Maybe yes or no. Okay, well. So, what are you doing when you go to the repository, public repository to contribute and clone the repository and do the things? No, right? It's informal, right? So it's not ethical. When you go into the repository, we first refer the documentation. In Postman, we'll provide the documentation too, API documentation too. So click the three dots here. You can see the view documentation, or else in here you can see the documentation also. So I hope you guys trying these things with me. Well, hit on the view documentation. You can see documentation, right? Whether you read the documentation and refer the documentation, you get the understanding. If uh, can't contribute to the this collection, you ignore the collection and go to another collection. So if you are willing to contribute to the collection, try it out the collection, you have to fork, right? I hope you guys know the fork. What is fork? Fork is getting a copy to your workspace or your repositories, right? So hit the fork. So otherwise you can't make request in the public collection, right? Well, Nisal is a very technical guy, right? Okay, good. Okay, let's go. So you can add the any label to identify the collection. So I'm put the label as with Postman. So I can uh, select the location where to fork. So I'm using the works as a workspace API open the same workspace. So and watch the original collection. It means the always get the updates from you can get the updates from the original collection, and you hit fork. Okay, so I fork it to the my same workspace. So in here you can create the workspaces for your works, and these are the few uh, workspaces that I use in recently. So you can create the workspaces Okay, so let's go to the collection, and you hit on the view documentation, and this okay, one going first collection. Okay, well, so a template for learning request basics, following along with webinar. Okay, well, you can read gently. Okay, use following API endpoints for making the request. So I hope you guys know the what is endpoint, right? So get this endpoint, and first need to check the API whether working or not, right? So this is health check request. So you open the request. Okay, endpoint URL. Oh, I had to add endpoint URL. Okay, I hit send. This API is a simply simple API that I made previously. So okay, I got the message, success message. Status is 200. Okay, hello guys. He okay. So this is the endpoint. So when you highlighted it on, you can set as a variable, right? So in you are a coding guy, or you are a programmer. You know, you can by using the variables you can access it. uh, you can access it everywhere. Maybe can it's a public or private. uh, so I will set it as a new variable. So I'm using app URL. So I can set the scope. It's maybe can global or only for the collection. So I will make it only for collection. Where if I using the global collection, it's affect to the it's can access in every collection in my workspaces, right? Okay, I'm using the with collection. Okay, so value is the your endpoint. Set variable. Okay, I got the endpoint here. So when you go to when you click on this collection, you can see the variables and see the endpoint, right? I close it. This. So, okay, it's initial value and current value. So hit on this, you can get the brief understanding about the initial value and current value. So these are variables. Okay, then let's make it perfectly working. Okay, it's working, right? So in here, the request headers is here, right? Those are the hidden headers by default they're providing. uh, Usage agency postman runtime, uh, connection keep alive, uh, calculated when a request is sent host, it's meant this, or else you can add the body. I'm not using the body. uh, okay, I'm using the get. It's a get to retrieve the response from the server, and here the status code, and this is the time, how many time it's get the to retrieve the response, and this is a response size. It's 272 bytes, and I can save the response also, but I'm not going to do it. And you can hit the save, otherwise you will don't get these updates in future requests, right? So that's why I save this request here. Okay, let's go the documentation. So I make the health check. It's perfectly working. So okay, this is a simple user detailed API, right? So I can get the user data, and at the user data, and you will see in next request. Okay, we can hit the open request. Okay, in here endpoint URL, we can add the endpoint URL. now I'm using the variable URL here. Yes, it's so easy to use, right? So now I'm hit send. I will get the users that I sent it on the API, right? Okay. Vade Hari. Vade Hari. Uh, I got the success message. Vade Hari. It's in. I'm using in Sinhala. It's simply the calling me success. So I got the Vade Hari success response. Status got the 200 and time and byte in headers. I got this date and server is covered because I'm using Heroku uh, host. And these are the things in response header, and this is the response body. I can see it's on the raw text preview. There's no any preview, and I'm seeing it prettier. And these are the headers I showed it earlier. And we can add the path parameters or query parameters, and here we can use the authentication and authorization. But in this server I'm not using any security things, so I'm not going to use the any authorizations. And otherwise if the API servers are using the authorization things, security things, you can it's maybe can they added the API key, or we have to use API key to log in, or maybe can it's a bearer token or auth, right? AWS signature, those are things. In basic auth is a simple username and password. So in this API I'm not going to use any security things. Okay, let's go to the next. I'm going to save this. Let's go to the next API request, right? So if you guys are asking me about how to make a request, hit here and add a request. Or maybe you can here and make create open the new tab and add the API request and save it on the collection. And or else you can add the request from here too. And if you need to create a new collection, you can create here, hit here, and can create the collection. Or maybe can documentation and mock service. Have you guys working with the staging server and production server? In enterprise level development, we are using the production server and dev server. Okay, but I hope you guys have clear understanding about production and dev service, right? So, a production server is the live server. It's all the users can use that. But staging or developing dev server, we are only using the developers to make the features and create the changes and fixing the issues and testing something. So for that, we create the mock server, right? The mock server and mock server makes the new data, right? We can add the data in here because we can't add the data to the live server. So that we are making a mock server like the live server, right? So we can add the environments. Recently, which environment do you guys using? You guys using, I hope, the local host, right? Local host environment. Otherwise, if you guys are working with the cloud, you can add the cloud URL and the those the environment details, and you can access to the cloud environment, right? So or else default you using a local environment, and you can use WebSocket, but it's on the beta version. And workspaces API, those are things. Try it out on yourself, right? Okay, let's get the single user data, right? open the request. So there are two users. I'm using a second user, right? So second user is user. Email is user at example.com. First user is admin. I'm not calling for admin. I'm going to call for user, right? Okay. Get the single user details. In here, we need to add user ID to, and here app URL, right? And hit save. Very hurry. I hope you guys tried these things out with me. Okay, well, so I hope you guys got the very hurry, right? It means success. Okay, well, so these are the headers and same thing, blah blah blah. Okay, I got the single user data. These are the headers, same thing. Okay, hit save. So in here documentation, you can see the uh, API. That what I use in here variable. It's denote the API endpoint URL in here endpoint URL, right? It is single user data. Now I'm going to add the user. Open the request. I have to add endpoint URL. I'm going to send the user data, right? I'm going to send user data via the JSON formatted type, right? I'm using I'm hit it's default by default it's the none, but I'm gonna raw and hit JSON, and I will refer the documentation. I can see if I refer the documentation, I can see the which JSON type, which format we are using to send, right? I'm get the copy of this and paste it on the body, and I add here uh, main first girl girl, and let's see main first site is are there. Not in there. Let's see SLIIT FOSS website. Money FOSS is a subsidiary of SLIIT FOSS, so I'm going to use SLIIT FOSS URL, and I can add the data here. Uh, brief at slitfoss.org. The email and password I set it. Uh, Girls are using the simple passwords, right? It's really great. So I saw some girls are using these simple passwords. It's really hard to understand. Keep reminder, right? 1 2 3 4. Really hard password. The girls are using this type of password. This is an example. Okay, uh, I'm hit the post. Hit on the request. Send. Okay, I got the success status, 200 status, success response, very hurry, girl in, when first girl. Okay, in here you can't see the password, the girl's hardest password, but it's simple and shows us like this, right? This is a simplified password. This is hard password, right? So why is this? In API, I use the hashing. salt hash, right? So that's why the password retrieve us like this, right? So user ID is 3. So I'm hit the get all users. I can see Gerlin, very hurry Gerlin. Okay, I'm now trying out the get single user data. Now I enter the 3 and hit send. Very hurry Galicia. Okay, good, good. Save. I'm gonna save. So this is the request body, right? So I mentioned it earlier. Uh, what is request body, and this is the request body. What we are gonna send to the server, right? So I'm sent it in a JSON formatted data. So in clicking on this beautify, you can format the JSON data, right? Okay, but so I'm gonna hit save. So this is the response. So next, referring to the documentation, uh, okay, uh, or else you can use the URL encoded data as well, right? So hit name and hit name and add the email and add the password. I'm not going to try it out in here. Try it out yourself. Okay, add user. Let's. This is the patch. Why we are using patch? Patch. Kill the girl. In this scenario, kill the girl or delete the girl or cut the girl. We are using patch. Update the girl. You guys use the comment section and give your ideas to there. Why we are using the patch? Okay, well, no worries. So I mentioned earlier to update. Oh, Praveen, yeah, well, yeah, to update. Yeah, patch we are using. Oh, okay, update user details, right? Documentation mentioned the for why you are using patch. It's for update the user. Well, okay. Let's open the request and we are using another method to update the data. What is that? Patch update update. Are there any update method? Uh, I mentioned the patch and another method. What is that? Well, okay. It's put, right? It's put. Uh, we are using put for the update the data too. So in this API, we are using patch, right? So in this API, we can't use put because the API and the API documentation provide us to use patch, right? So in here, I'm using app URL and user ID 3. This is a path variable, and I get this data and paste it in on body as a JSON type data. Woman in FOSS suggest the name. Born in FOSS, SLIIT girl, right? Update the email to one infos dot hello at slitfirst.org. Password I update to the another hard password. It's hello, really very hard. Okay, I hit on send. Very hurry. So let's see whether වැඩේ හරි ද කියලා. Right? Let's see වැඩේ හරි ද. Uh, Not yet, right? Let's see, get all the user data. It's not updated, right? Mm, I think there's something. Shoot. Okay. We need to use like this patch, right? Please try it like this. Wait, send. Okay, it's also sent. This is not a hard fully optimized API, but this is for demo purposes. So okay, well, let's get the data. Well, it's updated. Great, 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 great. When for slit girl, it's updated. Let's see from the all users. Okay, it's also updated. And password also, I hope password also updated. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna save here. Well, and then I will remove the girl. You know, girls are so hectic, right? So I'm gonna remove the girl, right? So I'm using the same endpoint URA, and the ID is 3 on. Okay, C. I'm gonna uh, kill the girl. I'm gonna remove the girl from this API collection. So then my API data will so optimize then after deleting this girl. Let's see. Okay, user ivarai. User ivarai. I hope you guys get this response. Girl ivarai. In single we tell kell ivarai. User ivarai. First one. Okay, let's see. User. Oh, user is vanished. User gone. User is not in the user details set. All users, right? So this is how we are removing the user from the API. When hit save, okay, I think we are tried out the all the API calls, right? Okay, there are another API call, but I'm not gonna try it on right now. Try it out on yourself and put the response in the chat, please. My humble request to you: click the request and get the response and put it in on the chat. Come on, come on, guys. I'm not gonna hit. You guys can hit and send it in on the chat. This is my humble request. Mm, any volunteer? Put it in on chat. So others can see the chat. Click the last request and get the response and paste it on the chat. Okay. So this is a simple hands-on session. So moreover, so okay, thank you, Nisa. Thank you. Okay. So okay, I showed you the what is environment, and so in if I need to get the curl of the request, I can hit on this, so I can get the curl command here, right? So that I get the all the user data. So I get the curl and paste it on my terminal. Oh, you have to mention the API URL, right? It's only for Postman collection. No? Let's see. Users. Padihari, I can see the users informal, but in here we can see the formal data, right? So if you are willing to try this out on the curl command, you can use this. Then uh, this is a workspace. I showed you how to create the workspace, and you can invite the team members to to collection with people. You can add the email and name, and you can assign the role, uh, and you can or else copy the link and send to the your friend or something, and you can send the data via the JSON link, right? So this is the collaborative thing in the Postman. That's the benefit. It's a perfect benefit for you guys. And here, so if you guys are willing to import the curl, right? Uh, Wait. So I will get the curl from here. If you guys import the curl, if you guys get the curl from someone, you need to try it out. You can import the curl and go to raw text and paste it here, and remove this, and paste it on here, right? Continue, import the request, so then I can see the request here, right? I'm not going to save here. So these are the simple hands-on session to y'all, and in future I'll hop into do the 102 and 103 sessions. It bit advanced than this session. So let's back to the slides. Okay. So recap the previous our session. So I mentioned the methods and addresses, parameters, and authorization, the body data, and now if you are willing to continue learning in APIs as a student expert, right? So you can be a student expert. Uh, do the practical things that Postman provided, and student expert certification indicates that you are proficient in the essential skills involved in building and testing API requests in Postman include. So these are the benefits you get in via the learning the Postman. So if you are willing to become a student leader, you should have to become a student expert, right? So there is some question to you. I know how to become a student expert. This is the URL. I hope our organizing committee member will put it in on the chat. Okay, thank you. So go to this URL. I'm This is the student programs. In student expert program, learn more. Apply the student expert. So there is a Google form. You can fill it out and send. They will respond to you. So refer this page and you'll get the perfect understanding the student expert program uh, that they provide, right? Okay, well, so back to the slides. So this is the chance to win Amazon swags, right? I hope you guys uh, really love to win swags, get the swags. So this is the things you have to do, right? So create your own public workspace collection using APIs and send it to us. So we will select the winner and inform to the postman, and they will and we'll contact you and get the informations, and we'll send to the postman, and postman will send the amazing specs to you. So I'll show you how to make the public workspace, right? So I'm going to create workspace here. Okay, I'll add the name. If workspace summary blah, I'm at blah blah blah, and this you can make the public and create the workspace. You are in your workspace with workspace and new, or you if there are no any collections, you can create the collection here, and or else you can make the collection and add the collection name action, and you can add the request. uh, this must be clickable. Wait, not sure. uh, so maybe can you can hit save under the with collection. Okay, and you can add the initial call. So this is the simple thing, and share this collection for this, or you can share with the people, and you can add the email, my email here, info at kaveesha.gimhana.com. Okay, and share collection, or else you can get the link and copy uh, copy through the email and send it to me. Okay, well, these are simple things you have to do and make the perfect. You can use the open APIs, open API calls to get and add the. Don't forget to add the documentation, and in here you can create the add the documentation things, right? Self learn self on yourself, right? So it's a thing you have to do. Try things out. So send it to me. In fact, our organizing committee will share my email. Uh, okay, organizing committee will share my email to you guys. You can share your corrections with me, and I'll refer it and uh, connect with you and get the feedback. Right? Okay, but so and share your thoughts and get the photo and share it on LinkedIn and share it on social media, and don't forget to add the Postman student hashtag, and we can see your post from this hashtag. So I'm going to add some thoughts in social media with you. Okay, well, so don't forget to share your thoughts through the social media. Use this hashtag. Share your learnings with us. And these are the resources: learning.postman.com, and our organizing committee will share the links to how to download the Postman and Postman sign up and Postman resources. Uh, okay, and finally, we'll add these are the URLs. You can get the resources: learning.postman.com, explore.postman.com, community.postman.com. So now Q&A session, you can hit your questions through the comment section. Organizing committee will notify in the video, and I can answer you. Any questions? I'm here to help you. You can shoot me with your questions. And while doing this, our organization will share the feedback form. You can add your feedbacks in the form. Okay, thank you. And via the social media, organizing committee will share via the social media what maybe can WhatsApp groups or our Facebook, Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe the Women in FOSS and SLIIT FOSS, their Instagram pages, Facebook, and keep in touch with them. Okay, I think there's no any questions. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me through the email. And this is my email. Previously, our organizing committee mentioned. Okay, so thank you for coming. Thank you, Avatar. My final API request response. Thank you, Avatar. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Kaveesha, for that informative workshop on Postman API. It was indeed very educative and hope everyone gained an understanding on the functionalities of Postman. So, thanks to all our viewers for listening. Do subscribe to our channel for further updates and more informative sessions like this. Also, the recording of this session is available to you anytime on our YouTube channel. So, in case you need to refresh your memory on the session contents. So, till then, take care and have a good night.
Good night. Bye bye.